blue and gold instead of purple and gold?
And Daddy Ball prophesies again.
Okay, everybody, we need you to stay tuned
For our In the News
Lakers Report. Welcome, everybody, to our Frankie and Ro In the News Laker Report. Gia,
you ready?
I'm ready. I'm hyped.
It's been an
gonna be a good
exciting week in Lakerland, I tell you.
It's been a great week.
Are you ready to get into the show today, though? That's my question. How was your week?
My week was cool, you know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Ball, of course, watching the Lakers do their thing, watching some games. So, you know, I'm ready to talk my Lakers talk right now.
Yeah, I mean, mine was about the same. Checking out some games, getting a feel, not trying to be my furious Frankie self when I'm watching the games, because I do get mad sometimes.
Of course.
When I watch the games. But I'm trying to take it down, trying to work on the hypertension, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but I'm really excited for the Lakers this week. I mean, there were some ups. There were definitely some downs, especially kicking off the season. But, you know, I'm ready to kick this show off. How about you?
I'm ready, too. You know, Lonzo Ball did a few good things, you know, with the games and stuff like that. Daddy Ball, you know, put some stuff out there in the atmosphere to kind of upset some folks. But we're going to get into all of that right now.
All right. So let's kick the show off. Let's talk about the weekend past.
Let's go. All right, everybody, let's get this Laker party started with game 1 of the season. Coming against the Los Angeles Clippers, the Lakers fell to the Clippers 108-92. But the team leaders for the Lakers included Brook Lopez with 20 points, Mr. Lonzo Ball and Brandon Ingram both with 4 assists, and Larry Nance Jr. with 12 rebounds. Playing in back-to-back games down in the desert, our Lakers came out on top 132-130 against the Suns. Now, Lonzo Ball did his thing, y'all, in multiple areas, including 29 points, 9 assists, and 11 rebounds, tied with Brook Lopez for the most rebounds in a game with 11. Now, coming back home, on Sunday, the Purple and Gold faced the New Orleans Pelicans, where they fell to the Pelicans 119-112. Now, team leaders for the game included Jordan Clarkson with 24 points, Lonzo Ball with 13 assists and 8 rebounds. And rounding out the week, our young Lakers squad took down the Washington Wizards 103-99, scoring amongst a bunch of chatter between Pop's LeVar Ball, Washington Wizards Gortat and John Wall. Game leaders include Brandon Ingram with 19 points and 10 rebounds, along with Lonzo Ball providing 10 assists for the season. The Lakers are 2-2.
All right, thanks, Rochelle, for breaking down the games this week. So,
got it.
How are you feeling about our Los Angeles Lakers? They're 2-2, sitting at 500. What are your thoughts?
Well, you know, we got some work to do, of course. Obviously, you know, we got some new members. We got some members that have been there for a while. So, you know, they got to get their flow down. We got to get that flow down. We got to figure out how to work together. You know, I think things are starting to form just a little bit, but we got to get that rhythm, baby. We got to, you know, we got to start to mesh and work hard and get it done.
Right. Okay, so needless to say, I was excited for the season to kick off. I was there in front of my television, ready to watch the Lakers versus the Clippers. And last week, I kind of made that prediction. I said the first half is kind of whatever. But that third quarter is going to tell us, you know, kind of what we can expect from the Lakers.
Right.
And it all fell apart in that third quarter,
just
like I pretty much predicted. I mean, just watching the Clipper game, some takeaways for me was being a little bit more aggressive. Now, here's the challenge. It's these kids' first game. Lonzo Ball was more than likely super nervous. Kyle Kuzma, some of the younger stars that we've been all amped to see, you know, they just had a flat game. And not just them. It felt like they pretty much fell apart during that game. And it pretty much became the Brook Lopez show. He probably was like, man, these fools can't score. So somebody got to do something.
Somebody got to do it.
And he out there raining threes, going. And, you know, of course, Brook Lopez can't match up against Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan. I mean, Blake was beasting.
Man, full beast mode. Full beast mode. But, you know, the Clippers came prepared and ready for battle. You know, it's the Battle of LA. We all know that when the Clippers and the Lakers get together, it's battleground LA.
I ain't trying. Clippers always be showing out, but they, you know, they don't never do nothing.
Well, That night we lost. So
I guess they did something.
we lost that night. So my thing is, like I mentioned, we got to get our flow. I do think that maybe Lonzo Ball, I think he might have been a bit nervous, just a little bit. You know, he's going up against some big dogs that have been in the game for a minute. And he probably felt a little intimidated, a little nervous. I mean, if that were me, if I were in his shoes, I would have felt a little nervous or maybe even intimidated. You know, you got some of the legends, you know, you're balling with the legends, you're balling with up against the Clippers. You're trying to keep your pace. You're trying to keep your head together. You got daddy over here talking about, come on, son, win, son. Ain't nobody better than my son. You got pressure on you and you playing the Clippers. So Brother Man got a lot on his shoulders. However, he did do a little something. He tried to get in there and shoot, and he missed a lot. Let's just be real.
Look, let me stop you there. Patrick Beverley pretty much came out there and he talked a lot. Now, if you really look at the stat line, a lot of Lonzo's missed points during that game were not against Patrick Beverley. Lonzo just missed a lot of open shots. But here's the challenge. I know Daddy, Ball, he's doing his marketing thing, but sometimes you just got to shut your mouth. Because you got a lot of NBA players gunning for him. You do. And that's the challenge. I mean, somebody like a Patrick Beverley, he has a chip on his shoulder. I mean, Patrick Beverley came from balling in the park where his mentor had his strap on him. He was strapped. So we ain't talking about no brother that came up, plush Los Angeles lifestyle. We talking about somebody from the hood.
Right.
So when you're talking about, you repping my town, technically, now L.A. is Patrick Beverley's town. Now, they did come back in a back-to-back game against the Phoenix Suns. Lonzo dropped 29 on the Phoenix Suns. What were your thoughts on that game?
You know what? I thought that was a pretty good game. For him to drop 29 points, it let me know that he has potential, a lot of potential. And not just because of what Daddy is saying or what everybody expects him to do. He has potential, real potential. He's young, he's fresh, he got them good bones, you know what I'm saying? If he breaks something, he bounce right back. You know what I mean?
He definitely need to do some eating right about it. Him and Brandon Ingram need to go to the buffet and
hit up Roscoe's or something out there in LA, man. Get your swole on. But it's coming. It'll come in due
the last
time.
We saw Brandon Ingram. That boy, I mean, like his legs was like my arm, but he's doing his thing. Let me stop.
They'll get there. They'll get there. We don't need them too chunky on the court. We need them to be, in shape.
I hear you. And, they did a good, it was all good during the game, I guess.
Yeah.
My main thing, though, is just play some defense.
Yeah.
They played against the Suns, barely won by 1 point, and it was not a pretty game for the Lakers. So hopefully more to come there. Now, of course, Boogie Cousins and Anthony Davis came to town. That was an instant L. I wasn't really expecting anything there.
Right.
But they kept it competitive. That first unit kind of tanked. But at the end of the game, that second unit came to at least make it interesting. And then the final game of the week, John Wall running his mouth, Gortat running his mouth, and the prophet, Daddy Ball, always running his mouth. I prophesy my son will never lose this game. That was just that was number one.
That's a lot.
John Wall, please focus on your team in the Eastern Conference. Don't get caught in the hoopla, the hype. It feels like everybody's trying to get their 10 seconds of fame against Lonzo
off of Lonzo
when they come to Los Angeles.
Right.
I don't know what you guys think, but that's what I feel like. It's like every time somebody comes to L.A., let's show up Daddy Ball, even though Daddy Ball is it's like Daddy Ball is like the NBA Don King or something. Everybody got the Vince McMahon of the NBA. So everybody's like, I'm going to rumble and tumble with Lonzo. Can we just play some basketball? Or, well, I guess maybe if they did that, then we wouldn't have nothing to talk about.
Probably.
Never mind. Daddy Ball, keep prophesying. Do your thing.
Keep doing your thing, Daddy Ball. I mean, he wants the best for his son. He thinks highly of his son. What parent doesn't think highly of their kid and want their kid to be the best, to get out there, work hard, do their thing? But I think Daddy Ball, you might want to take it down just a notch and, to say that his son will never lose is kind of, a bit of an overstatement. You in life, you're guaranteed to do some losing. However, you're also guaranteed to do some winning. But we wish nothing but the best for Lonzo Ball. I think he's a phenomenal kid who's got a lot of, he's got a long way to go, but he can do it. I think he got it. He has it in here. So I think he can do it.
And I know we've been talking a lot about Lonzo, but Brandon Ingram came out last night. basically sending the game to overtime. Daddy Longlegs did his thing with
Yeah.
that length, making the game tying shot. And then, of course, that play at the end, setting up KCP for the three. I mean, picture perfect.
Yeah.
The worst part about that game last night to me was, of course, you know, the Washington Wizards can do their thing, but seeing John Wall at the club on TMZ after the game, I mean, don't get me wrong, do your thing, but it's just like, I don't know. Were you even mentally in the game, or were you at the club before halftime? Because he had a horrible night last night. But enough with that. Let's get to some Laker news.
So now we got my boy, Mr. Metta World Peace, doing his thing. Let's get into this thing with Metta real quick one time for your mind. Here we go. This week on Twitter, the South Bay Lakers announced Metta will be joining the coaching staff as a player development coach. Now, of course, you can't think of the 2010 Los Angeles Lakers championship run without thinking of Metta World Peace. Now, with his knowledge of the game overall, I'm sure his role as a development player coach will be a success, especially seeing, you know, how much he's helped some of the younger Lakers still on the roster today. So much love to my boy, Metta World Peace. Shout out to Metta real quick. Metta World Peace is back.
That's right.
And I don't mean back as in point guard or a position on the floor in the Lakers. I mean, he is.
Not be.
Well, we're not going to go there. We're not going to go there right now.
Last season was enough. No, let me stop. Metta World Peace is back in the news, like you guys heard there. What are your thoughts on him being down there with the Lakers G League squad?
Personally, I think it's phenomenal. I am a huge fan of Metta World Peace. He's got that wisdom. He's got that brotherly connection, as you know, as some people would say. I think he is a great person to bring on the Lakers team and help coach these boys, help mentor them, help get them going in the right direction, and lend some basketball expertise. I think Metta is one of the most perfect people that the Lakers could bring back and help mold these young men into the legends that we all know they can be.
I can honestly say, of course, some of our young talent is heading over to the G League, but that kind of makes me want to go down and not just check out a Laker game for the year, but definitely check out some of the G League games that are going on, because them boys are balling, trying to get to the league.
Right.
And definitely big props to Metta. You know, last year there was a behind-the-scenes Lakers show where you saw Metta training his sons to play basketball, and just seeing that there, his working with his sons, developing his sons, seeing the man that he's come from the malice to the palace, where they had the big fight, and it was just like seeing him come all the way back to that kind-hearted panda. Now, don't pay attention to that video out there that he was in Vegas with his fiance celebrating her birthday. That was a wild panda. I was like, whoa, Metta's out there turned up.
Metta got to have a life too.
I mean, hey.
Metta got to have a life too.
But yo, Metta World Peace, I'm definitely excited to see him doing his thing. So much coming toward him for the coaching experience. I'm really amped to see what's going on there and how that works out for him.
Yes,
I mean,
I applaud the Lakers for doing that. Great move.
Right.
Great
of
move.
course, last year, all you heard were good things with him mentoring the young Lakers squad there. Basically pouring into Julius Randle. You saw some development there. You also saw some regression. But, you know, a coach can only coach up a player who wants to be coached up.
Right.
And you're even seeing some of that development in Randle this year, although he's a little frustrated with the whole Kyle Kuzma getting more minutes. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. Metta World Peace, much love.
Much love.
All right, folks, it's about that time. Now, I've got a question for you. Do you want your team to win? I sure do. And if you do anything like I do, you're probably online checking the trade chatter, checking the rumors. And this week, I've got a trade proposal for you. Are you ready? Are your antennas up? My question for you is, would you trade Julius Randle, Jordan Clarkson, and Kyle Kuzma to the New Orleans Pelicans for DeMarcus Cousins? What do you think? Would it be worth it to trade that youth away? Let's talk. What would you do? What would you do? Would you trade your boys away, Miss GM?
No, I'm not trading nobody because I have faith in my squad. Well, let me think about that real quick.
Boogie.
No, I don't know about that.
Bad attitude boogie. You wouldn't take bad attitude boogie. Well, you know what I mean?
I don't know. Let me tell you a little something about this sister right here. I'm loyal. I'm a loyal person. So if I bring you on, I expect you to be loyal to me. I don't really like to just throw people to the wayside like somebody likes to do. I give everybody an equal chance. I am an equal opportunity employer. If I bring you on,
that's a little shade coming
oh
out.
baby, ain't no shade up in her, baby. Ain't no
Yeah.
no shade. I keeps it real. So like I was saying, I'm loyal. And if I bring you on, I'm loyal to you. We a big loyal family. So I don't know about this whole trade.
Loyals.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Loyals.
I'm a loyal person, okay? And I take pride in that. Anyway, I got something right here. What's that say?
It says you should make that trade.
No. No, we're not making no trade.
Okay, let me get my two cents.
Okay.
Let me get my 2 cents.
Go on ahead.
All-star center can play multiple positions, can drop trays. I understand you want to be loyal, you want to develop them.
Right.
But, if we're trying to attract stars to Los Angeles, to have, we don't want to be like Chris Tucker on Friday with Cube, where we ain't got nothing in the cupboards.
Okay.
We want to have a little something in the cupboards to say, hey, Mr. Star, look what we got over here. We got Julius Randle, Kyle Kuzma, and Jordan Clarkson. Or we got DeMarcus, the meanest, baddest man in the center in our camp. I'm just saying, it's worth a thought. I'm not really sold on it yet because I definitely out of all and some of y'all might kill me when I say this, but out of all three, out of Clarkson, Randall, and of course Kuzma, Kuzma is definitely one of my more favorite ones. And I think if any of those three would sweeten the pot, it would more than likely be Kuzma because the potential seems like it's out of the world. They definitely found potentially a diamond in the rough. And we also said kind of the same thing about Jordan Clarkson when he came out. And now everybody's ready to ship him off.
They are.
So, I mean, there are some ups and downs. I don't know. GM for the day, would I make the trade? Rose says no. I say, yeah! Let's make the trade.
Slow down, Daddy Ball.
hey, it was nice knowing y'all. I see y'all when I see y'all down in New Orleans. But, hey, that's it for me. I'm making the trade. But anywho, we got an exciting week coming our way. Let's get into that.
Really exciting week. Let's go. Another exciting week coming up with my boys, the Lakers squad, heading up against Toronto. Let's talk about this game for just a little bit. Now, this season continues on Friday night with action against the Toronto Raptors, where hometown boy DeMar DeRozan hits the court with Kyle Lowry to take on the purple and gold. Then in a back-to-back scenario on Saturday night, our Lakers head out to Utah for a 6 p.m. game to take on Rudy Gobert, Ricky Rubio, Derek Favors, and the Utah Jazz. From there, the fellas get a few days off, coming back on Halloween night to go up against Reggie Jackson, Andre Drummond, and the Detroit Pistons. Not making the week any easier. November 2nd, the Lakers head up to Portland, Oregon to face C.J. McCullough, Damian Lillard, and the Portland Trail Blazers in what will definitely be a tough game. Okay, guys, that's what we got coming up for the Laker games as we continue on, and hopefully we'll get some W's. Everybody gonna pull it down, hold it down, and do great. So we hope you guys tune in and check out Lakers squad as they do their thing.
All right, so those are definitely some exciting matchups. But I guess my question for you is, how do you think they'll do?
I think.
So who do we got? Let me. Oh, so tonight we got the Toronto Raptors. Maybe they'll be going to the same club that John Wall went to, and they won't be wanting to play. What do you think? Don't go. Don't go to the club. Was that John Wall? Don't go to the club. Y'all make a call to the Toronto Raptors so they can be ready to go party in the club.
No, I don't think they need to do that. No, we got enough problems as it is. God dang it! Don't go to the club.
No, go.
No.
So we can win. Lakers need to win. Lakers need to win. Okay.
That ain't good.
Now next. Man, the next game they have coming up, I'm kind of torn on that Utah Jazz, but it's like We got to go down to Utah.
Yep.
I don't know what it is about Utah. It's just it's definitely a tough arena to play in for a lot of teams. Rudy Gobert is a beast, so it's going to definitely be hard to get in the paint. But hopefully with Brook Lopez, he can draw them out. The Detroit Pistons, man, all I can say is I think we can win that game.
You think so?
Yeah, I definitely think we can pull this one out just looking at the schedule.
Okay.
I mean, Reggie Jackson, Andre, hair all over the place, Drummond. I mean, that brother's like a bear.
Yeah, yeah.
Hair creeping out. But that's not, it's like, please don't do any zoom ins NBA. I don't need to see all that. But anywho, we still love you, Greg.
Yeah,
There's nothing wrong with being a beast.
Nothing, baby.
Nothing wrong with being a little fuzzy all over.
Just do your thing. That's all.
That hair grows on your shoulders?
Child hush. I don't care about that.
Okay, so I think we can, that's the game. Now, Portland, going up to Portland.
No.
I'm a believer in Daddy Ball and what he's believing. But
Maybe y'all should get together and pray. Since he prophesying, you believing.
Lord,
I mean, why not?
please let's win in Portland. No,
I don't think that's going to
realistically,
happen in Portland.
I think out of the week, okay, I'm going to be optimistic.
Okay.
I'm going to have a little optimism. Out of the 4 games, Furious Frankie predicts we'll win 1. I'm going with 1 game.
1 game. Oh, ye of little faith.
1 game. Y'all can drag
One
me
game.
online. I'm prophesying.
Okay.
1 win.
1 win. Dang. 1?
I feel confident that somebody gonna go to the club in LA and they ain't gonna come ready to play.
Man, oh man.
What about you?
I'm gonna go with 2.
Oh, see.
2 games.
Miss Ye of Little Faith.
I got more faith than you. You and your 1. At least 2. 2 is a reasonable.
I'm keeping it real.
A reasonable number. I'm keeping it real.
Furious Frankie, I'm keeping it real.
I'm real. I'm real.
Hopefully somebody will slip up and it will be over.
I'm going with 2. I'm sticking with my 2. I don't care what he say. He talking about 1. I'm going with 2. I have more faith in my Lakers than you do. I'm not sure what you got going on over there, but I'm going with 2. We're going to win them 2 games. Who we going to win them against? I'm not really quite sure at the moment, but I'm going with 2.
Okay. So, if they win 2 next week, I'll do something silly on camera.
If they win 2.
If they only win 1, you got to do something silly next week on camera.
Let me think
Deal?
about that.
Dap it up. 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 See, doing something silly next week. Thanks for checking out In the News Lakers Report right here in Central Cali. We're bringing you some of the hottest news about Lakerland. Great show, great show.
Good show. And I got faith in my Lakers. We're going to do it big this week. I don't care what nobody say. We're going to do it big. 2, baby. 2 games. We got 2 on the roster. We went in 2 games. I don't know what this brother on, but this is it right here, 2 games.
Well, we hope you enjoyed the show. And make sure you check us out with the information on the screen, where we'll be coming your way each week on a Friday, getting you ready for the weekend and also for the upcoming week in Lakerland. We'll see you guys next time. Deuces.